it's important to note these protests haven't let up. The government appears to be deaf to them and deaf to the request, the demands of 73% of Israelis, according to Israel Democracy Institute, that Netanyahu resign. Nonetheless, the protests are becoming very, very large, and they're being joined by major forces in Israeli society. Over the course of yesterday, as the Prime Minister and his ministers made it clear that they do not plan to adhere to court rulings, basically all of the heads of the academy, industry, commerce, every living former attorney general, I could go on. All of these very important leaders of society came out and said that if the government takes that step and truly will not follow a court order, that the entire country will come to a halt. Obviously I should have said the labor unions as well. So Israel really is right now on a precipice, and from everything the government says, they do not plan to adhere to the law. The vote in cabinet was absolutely flagrantly illegal. The government had been warned ahead of time that it didn't have the right to fire the head of the Shin Bet director. There's a procedure in place to do that. It goes through a committee on senior appointments. No Shin Bet director in the history of Israel has ever been fired. Nonetheless, the government simply is refusing to adhere to any rules or procedures or to any warnings by the Attorney General. So the fear in Israel today, it's a fear being expressed openly by former Mossad directors, by former Shin Bet directors, is that the government will appoint, against the court order, will appoint a new Shin Bet director who will attempt to take office while Ronen Bar is still in office, and that there could actually be an armed struggle on the streets between the police that have an extremist right-winger as police minister and the forces of the Shin Bet. And that is the reason that so many senior Israeli figures are saying openly that Israel has never been closer to a civil war.